Hello YouTube, around this side. So today's video is on a new topic or a new tool we can say. So the tool name is Portainer. So Portainer is a tool which helps us to have a graphical user interface to manage our containers which we can spin using Docker or Kubernetes cluster. So Portainer is a tool which can help to deploy our application using GUI management, aka graphical user interface. So using Portainer, we can achieve seamless deployment. We can even monitor our applications and every other Kubernetes resources if we have been using this in our Kubernetes cluster. And we can also integrate RBAC policies as well within the interface. So basically, Portainer comes with two editions. One is customer edition and another one is business edition. So customer edition is easy to use and it's free. So in the later video for the demonstration I will be using uh, customer edition. And if you have a team and you dedicatedly want to use Portainer in your Kubernetes cluster, so you can also go with the business edition and you can also try before buying business edition. You can try the customer edition as well. So this is the official website of Portainer, and this is the use case, and this is the feature. And here you can check that using the tool, what other things we can do. Like we can deploy containers, we can have a management, uh, we can have a platform where we can manage everything inside our cluster, and we can also integrate Portainer so that we can also orchestrate our IoT devices as well, and triage and remediate. So using this, we can immediately monitor the applications and remediate if any issue is happening. Security and compliances, because within the Portainer tool, we can create users and define roles as well, like we usually have in RBAC, if you are familiar with RBAC, and lifecycle management. So within the tool or within the GUI application, you can easily manage the lifecycle of the application or the deployment you have done from starting to the end. So without wasting more time, let us jump directly to the demonstration. So before demonstration, I would like to like announce that I am using this repository for the demonstration purpose, and I have also mentioned the installation steps for Portainer to run in your Kubernetes cluster. So you can also go through the same repository if you want. And let's try to spin our Kubernetes cluster. So this time also I will be using Killer Coda. So I'm using Kubernetes cluster of 1.30 version. So to install Portainer, there are many ways. One is using kubectl YAML manifest file, and another one is Helm charts. So I will be going with the first option. So okay, so one major thing before installing the CRDs and operators and all other stuff for Portainer, we have to check that which storage class which we are using inside our cluster. The purpose of using storage class is to verify that Verify your storage class as Portainer uses persistent volume to make its state persistence throughout the lifecycle. So it basically means uh, as we will be syncing our Kubernetes cluster with Portainer, so it should be synced real time and it should store the state of the application, the Portainer application within the cluster. So we have to first check that what storage class we are using, and according to it, we will be adding this storage class name within our container, this command, and then we will be syncing Portainer with Kubernetes cluster, and everything will be in sync. So, and the state of our application and the management tool will be in real time. So, okay, so the name of my storage class here is local path. I will be copying this and pasting here. Okay, so it has been patched, and the next step is install using kubectl. Okay, so this is the YAML manifest file which Portainer has created on their GitHub repository. So it has created namespace, service account, persistent volume claim, cluster role binding, service, and deployment. So using service, we will be accessing the GUI application of Portainer. So let us check if everything has been created or not. So yeah, here you can see Portainer namespace is already created. Get all -n Portainer. So here you can see that the service is using node port, and this is the port we will be accessing. So let us open the ports. So yeah, here you can see this is the initial home page of our Portainer application. So initially we will be creating an administrator user, and after that we can create our own users, and we can assign roles to them, particular roles to them. So let us create the password for it. Okay, so let's create this admin user. So here, so this is the dashboard, and in the environment, by default, it has selected none. So we will be syncing our Portainer tool with Portainer app with Kubernetes cluster, in which the application is running itself. So let's start it. Okay, so here it has detected that we have already a Kubernetes cluster, and the CPU is we are using two CPU. The RAM is a 4.2 GB, and we are using two nodes. So if we click on Live Connect, then you can see that it has immediately started displaying how many namespaces this cluster has, how many services are running, how many config maps, how many volumes is attached, how many applications are working, ingresses, secret, and all other Kubernetes resources stuff. So in the left panel, we can see that first we have a dashboard in which we have the specific details of the Kubernetes cluster. After that, we have custom template. So in custom template, we can add manually add our templates, which can constitute anything like deployment, service, ingress, HPA, etc., etc. And in the namespaces, currently we can see only default and local path storage. Uh, Although we have a total of six namespaces, but it has hidden the four namespaces, which is are meant to be hidden, so that no one can modify or edit them. So in the Helm section, we can see that if we have a custom Helm chart and we want to directly deploy the Helm chart inside this, so we can just directly paste the repository URL and in the one go, it will be installing that. After that, we have application. So in application, we will be like adding our deployments or other stuff. And in the services, we will be adding specifically services so that we can open the port and access the application and monitor the same. In the ingresses, by the name, you can understand that we is a section to add ingresses if you want, like Nginx ingress or anything. And we can also visualize our config maps and secrets, which is already present in side our Kubernetes cluster, and we can add ours too as well. In the volumes, currently I have not attached any volume by myself, so there is no volume available in the cluster. This is how you can visualize that how many memory has been assigned to the ports and how many is left, how much is left, and same for the CPU. And these are the name of my nodes, which is inside my Kubernetes cluster. And here you can see that each and every detail of our node has been easily be visible, and we can verify the same. So there are many other stuff and many business related stuff which we cannot access currently because we are using community edition. So if you are happy using community edition, so you can directly uh, enroll yourself for business edition. So after this, we have a section for settings. So in the section of settings, here you can see that in the inside user, currently only admin user is there because initially we just created the portal for admin. We can create teams as well, like development team, QA team, and any other team as well, so that we can specifically give access uh, to them inside the Kubernetes cluster. Here is a role. So currently, most of the roles has been coming under business feature, which we cannot access. So inside this, if we create a user, we have to give it full admin access or full control. And same for here for the environment. We can create groups. We can create tags as well. Inside registries, if apart from Docker Hub, we are using any other registry, so you can definitely add them as well. This is the authentication logs. So this also comes under business feature. After this, we have notifications. So in notifications, you will perform anything inside this platform or this dashboard. Everything will be saved and you will be notified every time. And in the settings, so we have default settings, which we can use if we want to like modify the custom management settings here. So this is how Portainer looks like. So let us deploy our first application. So in my first demonstration video, I have an application which has been using namespace test. So let me first create the test. Okay, so if I will go back to the management and go to the dashboard, so here you can see now namespaces is 7 because earlier there was 6 namespaces only. So here you can see that immediately after applying kubectl command for creating namespace test, I can see the same in our dashboard as well. Okay, so let us deploy our application. So for deployment, uh, we have to navigate to the applications, and here just click on the create from manifest file. So I will be deploying my application in a test namespace. So I will be selecting that. and I will be using my favorite weather application, as I have used the same in my previous videos as well. So let us use this. So I'm just using this in the repository. So you can use many methods to install to like create your deployment manifest file. So I have already stored the same in my repository, so I will be using my Git repository here. Okay, so I just have to give a repository URL here. Let me give it. So now, if when you will be using Portainer, then you will be having less interaction with kubectl or your terminal, because you can easily monitor the things using this amazing management tool. Okay, so I have pasted my repository URL, and the branch I'm using main, so I'm just leaving it as it is. And the name of my deployment is deployment.yml. Deployment.yml. Okay, so now I've just given the value for repository URL and the path where it is storing my manifest. So it is in the root directory, so nothing specific I have to give. Let us deploy this. Okay, so here you can see we have get the notification that request to deploy manifest successfully submitted, and now just refresh this. Okay, so let us just select our specific namespace, which is test here. So here you can see I have been deploying 3 replicas of my pod, and below this you can see the pod with their names and with their IDs as well. This is the image I'm using. The image pull policy for my application is always here, and the pod will be deployed on node 1 and control plane. So here you can also see the logs of the specific pod as well. Let us click on the logs here. So using logs, you can easily check what is happening behind the deployment, and with that you can easily predict if any issue is coming or not. So I think here you can see that it is starting the development server. So I think the application is will be deployed successfully. But you have to keep in mind that I still have not deployed the service so that we can access the application. So by just deploying the deployment YAML, we cannot access the application. So here you can see that my all 3 pods are running. Okay, okay. I was about to select logs. Okay, logs. So here you can see that it is it has compiled my application successfully. So to deploy or to install my service, I just have to go to the services section, create from manifest, select my namespace, and let us give this as weather-service. So here also I will be using a repository, user git repository here. We'll just copy the URL. Still, I will be using main, and it is in the root directory, so nothing I have to modify in the path. Okay, so I think it's done. Let us deploy. So by default, I have been using node port service type, and the port is 31001, and the target port of my application is 3000. So I think my service is also deployed, submitted successfully. Okay, so let us access this application on port 31001. So here you can see that our favorite weather application is working fine. Let us check the temperature of London City. So it is fetching the weather details of London city, and we are able to uh, see that also. Okay, so here you can see that application is deployed successfully. If you don't want to use any other terminal, you can also use kubectl shell within the management application within this tool, and you can do the operations easily using the shell provided by Portainer. So let us just write a sample kubectl command to list down the namespaces. So here you can see that it has displayed the correct value, which was definitely uh, being uh, like fetch using the the terminal which killer code has provided us. So this same details we can easily fetch inside this kubectl shell as well. Okay, so I won't be using this currently. Okay, so now just we have seen how to deploy application, and if you have a complex application, so according to that you can add other uh, Kubernetes resources as well. Like if the application requires config maps and secrets, so accordingly you can definitely implement them as well inside this. So okay, so now my next demonstration is to create a user, and before that a team. So it is also very easy to create users. So for that we just have to navigate to the settings, and in settings in the users. Okay, so in the user section below in this web page, you can see that only one user, which is admin, is created. So let us create a new user by the name of John Doe. So we have just given the username John Doe, and let us create a password for him. Okay, okay. So currently I'm not giving him the administrator access, but in the end we have to give him the administrator access because I have already told you that in the community edition, if you create a new user, the user does not have many features, like we cannot add additional or uh, customized roles to him or her. Okay, so this is the user. Let me first create a team, and inside that team we can create this user. Okay, so let us first create our teams. So in the team, let me give the team name as dev team created. Okay, so dev team is created, and here also you can see the notification as well. Okay, so I'm inside dev team, and let us create a user. So I think for creating users, I still have to go to this users. Let us again write the username and password for our user. Okay, so I've given the username and password. Let us create it. Okay, so in the user section, you can see that now we have John Doe as a new user, and authentication is internal, and the role is user. Okay, so let us go to the teams, and inside team we have a dev team, and here you can see that John Doe. Let us add him inside the team, which is dev team. There you can see that the our user is inside team members, so we can add many team members, and here you can assign the role as well. Now our user John Doe is inside dev team. So here in the roles, you can see that by default, we have to give full control of assigned resources in an environment. So now let us log in by the new user we have created. So let us first log out from the admin and now log in with our new user. Okay, so here you can see we have logged in inside this Portainer dashboard using our user John Doe. So I've already mentioned that as in community edition we don't have much rights or much features to specify or to assign roles. So we are just left with giving him the admin access. So let us log out from this. Again, log in using our admin credentials. Let me enter this. Okay, okay, I connected. Okay, so yeah, our admin dashboard is currently synced with our Kubernetes cluster. And let us go to the users, directly go to the John Doe and just give him the administrator access here and save it. Okay, so now, so when as we have given him the admin access, so he has the ability to check all the resources created by admin, and he has the right uh, to edit or modify or even delete. So let us again log out from admin, log in using our user, and password was okay. So here you can see now our John Doe user also can do all the actions which an admin can do inside the Kubernetes cluster. So this is the second part of the use case of Portainer, and yeah, you can see that if I go to the applications and select the specified namespace, I can see that this weather application, which was deployed by admin, now can be uh, modified, or we can delete the same by our user as well. Everything is visible now as it was on the possession of admin. Everything is visible to our user.